Okay, my first plan was, let me go and seek for asylum immediately.
Yeah.
But then I said, if I go and seek for asylum, remember my visa was still on.
Yeah.
They may deport me and take me back where?
Yeah, to Italy.
Not to Italy. They will take me to South Africa.
Okay.
So I can't take that risk.
Yeah.
What I did, I got this passport, I tore it and I threw it in the what? I walked in the park. Then I tore it and I threw it in one of the ponds in the park. So what happened? Why?
Wow.
Of all the money I've spent, I spent all this money. I wanted to travel, I wanted to go to Europe. I'm reaching Europe, no one is helping me, and I'm scared of going back.
Yeah.
Hey yo, y'all, this is Bobby One alongside my brother, and we're right here on the street mic. Use that mic to speak so much truth to power. The street mic is everybody's mic. Remember that. Peace out.
Street mic, the best mic. Thank you.
Cheers.
Welcome back to the street mic. We're back again with the third episode. You left us in German, but now we're on our way. You know our guest when I say that. Today, we're back to continue with the third episode where we left you. So our guest promised us pain and happiness along the way. Where are we going to find it? So, welcome back our guest, the man himself. We left you in German, and it was an incredible story. We got a lot of reaction. People are so happy with your steps, and other people are so, they are overwhelmed with what you had to go through to reach where you have reached. Thank you so much for coming back to our to the third episode and taking us from German to where we shall be. So, tell us, you were in German. What happened?
So, I'm in German. Like I said, there's a friend of mine who bought me a ticket from Italy. I moved through Switzerland on a flex bus. I moved through Switzerland. Then I go up to German because German is big. Like I spent like 2 days traveling that journey. So when I read German, I stayed with my friend. He was so welcoming, was a very kind man. That brother of mine is called Peter Kato. We come from the same village in Boya. So we have grown up together.
Yes.
He's married to a German lady. And so as I told you earlier on, when I told him I was coming for holiday. But when I come and I arrive in German, I open up to my friend. I told him, oh man, I want to start a life. You understand?
Yes.
And in most cases, when you come to Europe, like very many people, they don't want to be inconvenienced. So you're going to find a very few people who are going to help you.
I can understand that.
Yeah, a very few people will take you into their houses to help you.
Because everything here, like when somebody have a family, everything
Exactly.
is measured to that.
Yeah, so in Europe, it's very hard to find someone who is going to help you. You're there, you've never traveled, just know that if you travel and you have anyone who's going to help you, at least you're going to find a lot of trouble, just like I went through. So I arrived in Europe. Then I stay at my friend's place.
Yes.
For 1 day. And then the second day, they are moving out, they are going for holidays.
Wow.
And I can't go for the holidays with them. And then because, it's family, it's tight with them, I can't stay with them. Then my friend tells me, oh, Jarim, I can help you buy a ticket. I was so grateful, I can buy you a ticket to go up to where you're going. But remember my journey, I was going to Ireland.
Okay.
Ireland.
Yes.
And this is summertime, and the tickets were so high. Everywhere we are checking, I can't get a cheap ticket.
No.
So my friend buys me a ticket so that I can meet one of my friends I'm gambling with to meet in Denmark.
Yeah.
Also a friend I grew up with on the same village.
Yeah.
He's also married to a Danish woman. So I'm just gambling whether if I can call up this person and he can take me up. So I'm in a situation whereby now I'm out of money.
Mm-hmm.
The places I'm going to, I'm not certain who's going to help me.
No.
I've run out of money. So this is the last good Samaritan who's buying me a ticket. He buys me a ticket.
This is the second ticket is buying for you.
Yeah, this is a second ticket he buys me.
Okay.
But remember, we're in summer and tickets are really very, very expensive.
I can understand.
So the night before, I'm there in a room and I'm contemplating what next. I feel like I'm stuck. I don't know where I'm going. Have you ever slept and you have to get out of a place, but you don't know where you're going?
No.
I don't know whether people have made this. You're on pressure, you have to leave the place, but you don't know where you're going.
No.
Some people would ask me, why didn't you stay with your friend? It's very tricky. You can't stay with people in Europe. You just come in and pop in and say, oh, I want to start staying with your family to help you, and no. It's very hard. Most especially people who have families. It's very hard. You find people, they already have family, therefore they won't take in. It's not like in Africa where someone will tell you, oh, just come in, you're welcome to my house. No.
Go sleep in the house.
This is Europe.
Yeah.
It's very, very hard for you. So I'm telling you, I had one of the most stressful nights that night.
You had to move.
I'm telling you what I went through that night. I don't know if I tell you something. I was so stressed. I was very, very stressed. I don't know. I was so stressed that I don't know what to tell you. Tom,
Yeah.
I would have told them something, but this one, I won't say it.
Yes.
What really happened to me that night, I was so stressed.
I can understand.
You know, you're waking up in the morning and you don't know where you're going. So I wake up in the morning, they put me on a bus. I start moving. Germany is quite big. So I move. No. The thing was, they drove me
Yeah.
up to Hamburg.
Hamburg, yes.
Yeah, they dropped me at the train station. So I take the train from Hamburg.
Yeah.
And then I'm crossing over Denmark.
You're still,
And-
you're still thinking of Ireland, right?
I'm still thinking of Ireland, but I don't have the money.
Yeah, you don't.
So when I board the train to Hamburg, I start texting my friend.
Yeah.
My friend ignores the messages.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I realize my friend is not replying me. That was my friend who is staying in Denmark.
Yeah.
I tried to call him and he's not picking. Now I'm on a train, I don't know where I'm going. This was one of the most stressful part of the journey. One of the most, apart from the airport when I was boarding at the airport.
Yeah.
This part here was one of the most stressful part.
Because you were lost.
I'm in transit, but I don't know where I'm going and I don't have enough money to accommodate me.
Yes.
So I'm moving. I move up to Hamburg. We enter Denmark. When we enter Denmark like this, like something came to my heart. Maybe I should ask for asylum. But then I asked, they told me, oh, the Danish immigration is very, very tough. Then I say, oh, what if they deport me immediately? If they deport me immediately, remember I used every cent of mine I had for this journey.
Yeah.
So that means I'm going back to nothing. And if I'm deported to South Africa. What does it mean? I'm going to prison.
Yeah.
I'm not like going back even to a friend who's going to help me. No, I'll go to prison because they will imprison me. I have a South African passport. I'm stuck. I don't know what is next. So I'm here. I text my friend when I reached Copenhagen Central Station.
Yeah.
That one they call Go.
Wow.
I text my friend.
Yeah.
And my friend can't. My friend stops replying me. Now I'm stuck in the train like this. Now after some time I say, should I come out? My heart tells me, come out. Another heart tells me, no, don't come out. So I followed like my instincts. I just moved with the train.
You moved?
I moved with the train. The train continued.
Wow.
Remember when my friend bought a ticket?
Yeah.
The ticket was stopping in Sweden. So I started communicating to another friend of mine in Stockholm.
You're trying.
He's a very famous guy also. He used to be a musician in Uganda.
Yeah.
I told him, man, I'm stuck, man. If you can buy me a ticket, like my ticket stops in Lund, can you buy me a ticket so that I can reach Stockholm, so that you can help me? I can come and start your place, man. I want to start up a life. My friend tells me, oh, I don't have money. I can't help you. Tom, do you know what it means? No. I was fucking stressed. I was so stuck. I'm sorry for swearing.
It's okay.
It's one of the hardest time in my life. So I'm in a train. This guy talks to me. You know these guys when I was coming to South Africa, they thought I'm so well off.
Yeah.
But I was like forging a life. But the process of getting a passport cost me a lot of money.
Yeah.
So by the time I reached in Europe, I was already broke. I don't have any money.
Yeah.
So when I reached, I entered Sweden without knowing, because there's a very short distance between Copenhagen and Malmo.
Yeah.
I think it's like 30 minutes. So the train crossed and I don't know I'm already in Sweden.
Okay.
So I leave Malmo.
Yeah.
We bypass Malmo, but I have no idea now where I am. I'm in train, I'm stressed, I don't know where I'm going. But I'm just keeping quiet with my passport.
Lost.
I'm just praying. So when I move, I go up to, I think there's a place called Landskrona.
Yeah.
So remember my ticket stops in Lund.
Yeah.
So a lady conductor finds me and tells me, where are you going? I tell the person I'm going to Lund, my ticket stops in Lund. He told me, but you've already bypassed Lund.
Yeah.
I told, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to open up the door. I don't know where I'm going. I don't have anybody who can help me.
No.
So what happened? I said, if God has put me, then the lady told me, oh, drop out here.
Yeah.
The next train stay on the platform.
Yeah.
It will take you back to where? Lund.
Yeah.
So I already don't, I even don't know Lund.
No.
You understand?
Yeah.
If I stop in Lund, what am I going to do?
No.
You know what I said? I always believe in my God. And I say, where God has put me, because me in my life, it has always been God. You understand?
Exactly.
I say, where God has put me, I'm not living here. Probably God has a plan for me. I come out with my luggage.
Okay.
It was in summer. You know Europe in summer.
Yeah.
Around 5 o'clock, it looks like it's still day.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck. I have nowhere to go.
No.
I have luggage.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Tom, I was stressed. In my mind, what comes first?
Yeah.
I'm a Muslim. In Islam, there's what they call a right of a Muslim. The right, okay, this is, no. No, that was the second thing I did. That was the second plan which came in.
Yeah.
My first plan was, let me go and seek for asylum immediately.
Yeah.
But then I said, if I go and seek for asylum, remember my visa was still on.
Yeah.
They may deport me and take me back where?
Yeah, to Italy.
Not to Italy. They will take me to South Africa.
Okay.
So I can't take that risk.
Yeah.
What I did, I got this passport, I tore it and I threw it in the what? I walked in the park. Then I tore it and I threw it in one of the ponds in the park. So what happened? Why?
Wow.
Of all the money I've spent, I spent all this money. I wanted to travel. I wanted to go to Europe. I'm reaching Europe. No one is helping me, and I'm scared of going back.
Yeah.
Hey yo, y'all, this is Bobby One alongside my brother, and we're right here on the street mic. Use that mic to speak so much truth to power. The street mic is everybody's mic. Remember that. Peace out.
Street mic, the best mic. Thank
You know your past. You've left nothing in your past. You've already arrived in your future, and your future is not promising. What do you do?
What do you do?
Bro, I was stuck.
Bro, let's come back. So now you went to the park. But start from the park.
I'm in the park. The passport has already been destroyed. The reason I destroyed the passport is because I don't want to be deported again. I was gonna be deported to nothing. So I just like act very fast and I tear the passport. And you remember that passport also is not legit. You understand? So I tear it down. So I was really very stressed. Now I go to police. Sweden is one of the most peaceful country.
Okay.
And Sweden is one of the places with the kindest people I've ever been to.
Wow.
One of the kind of people with the place with the kindest people I've ever been to.
Yeah.
It's called Sweden.
Yeah.
So I go to Sweden. When I reach Sweden like this, I go to a police post. They direct me. That's where the police is.
Yeah.
You know what I find? I find the police closed.
Closed.
It's not like Africa where police works 24/7. The police is closed.
Yeah.
I'm stressed. I don't have what to do.
No.
So I thought very fast.
Yeah.
Just like people, I like to think very fast. When it comes to thinking, I'm a very critical thinker.
Yeah.
So I'm a Muslim.
No.
One of the rights of a Muslim is like when you find a Muslim brother
Yeah.
who is traveling, help him. And okay, I'll tell them the three rights of a Muslim.
Yes.
I'm a Muslim, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, one of the rights of a Muslim, if he greets you assalamu alaikum, you have to answer wa alaikum salam.
Yeah.
The second one, when a Muslim dies,
Yeah.
you have to escort him for burial. You have to take the Muslim so that they go and they bury the Muslim.
Yeah.
The third one, that help a stranger who is moving. When you find someone who is moving, so that came to my mind. I said, oh, let me look for the nearest mosque. So I'm walking, I don't know where any mosque is.
Yeah.
I don't have internet, I don't have nothing. I'm just moving on the street with my bags. So, as I was still moving, I saw some kids. They looked to be like Arabs. I just went to them and I gave them assalamu alaikum.
Yeah.
They answered me.
Yeah.
Then I told them my name is Salim. Then one of the kids told me, oh, I'm also called Salim. Then I said, oh, my brother, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm looking for him. Then I told him, please, can you direct me where a mosque is? He told me, oh, let me take you to the mosque. The guy took me to the mosque. So I went to the mosque, and this Muslim, they welcomed me.
Wow.
Remember, I've been calling people I've grown up with. They have refused to help me. They didn't even pick up phones. Apart from my friend in German who helped me.
Yeah.
The other friends didn't help me.
No.
So these Muslims I find, they ask me, where are you going? Then I tell them, oh, it's like this, I'm traveling, I'm doing this and this and this. Hey, my name is Salim. So they tell me, oh, we shall help you. So the first week, I got help from different From different kind of Muslim. So I could go stay to another Muslim's place, go 1 week, they give me food, they give me everything, they give me a place to stay.
Okay.
Then I stayed there like in Landskrona, I stayed there like for 3 weeks. Then after, I went to Malmo.
Yeah.
Because they directed me that's where I can seek asylum. So there I went and I seeked for asylum. Where?
In Malmo.
In Malmo.
Malmo is in Sweden, right?
Malmo is in Sweden,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So, but I was really, really helped by the Muslims in Landskrona, and I'm so grateful. So now I went to look for what? Asylum. So when I went to asylum, I went to the asylum desk. Actually, the man I used for transporting me up to Malmo, I got it also from the Muslim. They gave me support.
Okay.
They gave me money to back me up.
Yeah.
So when I reached at the
So
asylum desk,
approximately how many weeks were you with
I spent like 3 weeks.
Then decided to move again.
Then I decided to move back to Malmo to seek for asylum.
Yes.
So when I went at the Malmo, I went there, they directed me, I reached the asylum center.
Yes.
Then I told one Swedish guy, oh, my life is in danger, I'm looking for help. Then he told me, oh, you've come to the right place. The experience I had in the asylum centers in Sweden, I think those are one of the kindest people. Swedish people are one of the kindest people I've ever met in the world.
Wow.
They're one of the kindest.
Wow.
I was treated so well. I stayed there for a very long time. So now I'm gonna tell you my story for getting paper, documentation in Europe.
Yeah.
I think it was also very hard because I struggled to get asylum in Sweden. I struggled and I failed to get asylum. Then I'll tell you the whole story, what made it hard for me to get documentation in Sweden. Then how did I go back to Kampala? Because when I failed to get documents in Sweden, I first crossed through Denmark. I sent Denmark. That's how I met my wife. Then when I met my wife,
So just a little bit, huh? You know, like in Africa, to move from Uganda to Kenya or to Rwanda, you need a visa at some point. You need a passport at some point. But now it's relaxing. But let's assume that in many borders of Africa. So how did you move from in between Sweden and Denmark and all these countries?
My brother, it was a gamble. I just sometimes bypass the borders, you know. I'm already in Europe, you know, me, I'm a person who doesn't I don't get scared of.
No. You take steps.
As long as I'm not affecting anyone, I'm not, I don't know. So I always cross to Denmark.
I think I interrupted you.
Yeah.
But, so now you cross to Denmark.
So I crossed to Denmark one time. I will tell you the whole story of how I came to cross to Denmark.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, take us now. Now, you're on asylum case now. So, tell us.
So when I reached the camp, I had a very complicated case. First of foremost, I was a South African who was a Ugandan. It was very hard to digest. So, me as myself, I always love to fight my battles. I don't wait for people to fight for my battles.
Yes.
What I did, first and foremost, I started making friends. I like making friends because I have my nickname, I'm called Jare, and Jare means a friendly person. Okay. I love making friends.
Yeah.
So I made friends. So when I made friends, we started looking out for jobs, and I got a job with Oxfam.
Okay.
So this job, it was to solicit for donation from different Swedish people who can donate for Oxfam.
Okay.
So if they donate for Oxfam, the money is used to help in Africa. So I went for an interview. I didn't speak Swedish, so they doubted whether I could do this job. But when I went, they gave me a trial, and I went on the street.
Yeah.
And when I went on the street on the first day, I signed around 10 people.
Wow.
So when I went back, my boss was so surprised. My boss wanted a contract and is giving me a job.
Yeah.
So when I heard I'm getting a job, then I said, oh, maybe I should look for a place to stay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a guy who has been traveling. One thing I know, you have to get an address first.
Yeah.
You have to make friends.
Yeah.
So I had a friend of mine in the camp.
Yeah.
He was also called Patrick.
Yeah.
Then he connected me to some friend of mine. He's called Alex.
Yeah.
That Alex helped me so much.
Wow.
So I went to Alex, and Alex rented me a room at 4,000 Swedish krona.
Wow.
So, but with hope of getting money from the job. But remember, this job, I'm just going to do what?
Yeah.
I'm not even signed the contract, but already they have told me they are going to give me the contract.
Yeah.
But me myself, I forgot that I don't have documentation.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the job, but I don't have the documentation. So when it reached signing for the job, for the contract, they told me to bring my documentation.
Okay.
And then trouble was there.
Wow.
Then they realized I don't have documentation, and they told you, oh, Salim, we are sorry, we can't give you this job.
You already rented the house.
But I've already, because at first in the Swedish system, it tells you if you seek for asylum, you can work.
Yeah.
But remember, I don't have my original passport, so they couldn't give me those numbers to help me get a what?
Yeah.
Open up an account and start up a case so that I could work. It was very impossible for me. So I'm stuck. I have a job, but I don't know how to get a contract.
No.
And my contractors can't give me a job because my passport it can't be given asylum. It's a South African passport.
Yes.
It was a very tricky moment for me. Remember, I've already even gotten the house, and I've already convinced the person that, oh, my brother, I'm going to pay for this room. So, you know what happened?
No.
I went back to Alex and the wife. I told them, guys, I can't pay for this house. I've already lost the job.
Yeah.
I got my things. I packed my things, and I told them, you guys, I'm going back to the camp. So I was going to the camp like this, packed my thing. Then one of my friend's wife told me, oh, Patrick, you're a very nice guy. You treat our kids so nicely. Please stay with us. You can always take care of our kids as you're fighting your journal papers. So what happened? I stayed. Yeah. So when I stayed, I started struggling for papers. But remember now, I have a Ugandan passport in the system because they sent me my passport.
Yes.
Because I had to confirm with the Swedish people that I'm a Ugandan, which reads I'm Salim, and then the South African passport, it reads I'm Patrick.
Yeah.
So I had double identity. That really gave me a very hard time. So they denied me for the first time, they denied me for the second time.
Yeah.
And this time they don't deny you like within weeks. They can take like maybe 8 months, they deny you. 1 year, they deny you.
Sorry.
So what I had to do, I'm so stuck. I was so fucking stuck.
Yeah.
I was so stressed.
Yeah.
So my friend used to work in Denmark and used to have a job. So he connected me to a little job. So I could cross to Denmark. I crossed to Denmark. Those days the border wasn't very strict. I could go across to Denmark. Sometimes I go and work. It's called black job. You work underground and then they can pay you small money.
Yeah.
So I used to go, sometimes I work. And then I realized sometime, why don't I just cross to Denmark? Because every time I could cross, I was crossing the border and it's endangering. One time maybe they could arrest me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to maybe to be in the bad what?
Yeah. Situation now.
In the bad situation with the police. No, I don't want always to be in trouble with the police.
No.
So what I did, I crossed over and then I also looked for a room to rent. With the small money I was gathering from making these small jobs. So I worked, then I was very lucky. One time I went out to hang out and I met my wife. Currently, who is my wife?
Yeah.
Frida.
Yeah.
So I was very excited and Frida had an apartment. So that's how I started life again with my wife.
So now you're in Denmark.
Now I'm in Denmark, I've left Sweden.
Yeah.
And
You
I
met
found
your girlfriend.
I found a girlfriend
Now
who's
your
my
wife?
current wife.
Yeah. The mother to your first child.
God is great. I'm telling you, never give up in life.
Never give up in life.
Things happen. Today life is hard, tomorrow life is going to be soft. So you don't expect life to be very soft. So I went through hard stuff, but at least at the end of the day, I come and I'm getting a soft landing. I'm getting a soft landing, but it's not yet soft because I need to get documentation.
No.
So I have my wife, I met Frida, and she was very helpful to me. She had an apartment, she took me in. I was a lucky man, man.
Wasn't he young then?
Hey yo, y'all, this is Bobby One alongside my brother and we're right here on the street mic. Use that mic to speak so much truth to power. The street mic is everybody's mic. Remember that. Peace out.
Street mic, the best mic. Thank you. Yes, so thank you for coming with us to the end of this episode. But before we go, we always want to have last few words from you. And so you already met your girlfriend, your current wife now.
Yeah.
Tell us, was it now the end of everything? Should we say that was the end of the episode or something still ahead of us?
I think there's a lot. There is my journey to your documentation was very hard. I had to go back to Sweden again to ask for documentation or to try to get married with my wife in Sweden, which was very, very hard. I had to go through a lot. So when I reached Sweden again, I stayed there maybe like for more 2 years. The Swedish people, they deny me to get married. They deny me. I couldn't get married to my wife because I had a double identity in the system. I couldn't do anything. So I stayed in Sweden for more 2 years. And then I decided I have to go back to Uganda to start afresh. But I'm always a very optimistic man. And I always take very hard decisions in my life. If you don't take risks in life, you will never get anything in life. If you're not a risk bearer, I'm one person who takes the hardest risks.
Yes.
Actually, when I was going back to Uganda, I told people, I'm going back to Uganda because I want to fix my documentation. People told me, you're going to Uganda, but you're not going back. You're going to get stuck. You'll never come back. I told them, I don't care. It's God who brought me here. If God wants me to come back, I'll be back. If God doesn't want me to go up, I went now, I arranged myself, and I went back to Uganda. Because I'd failed to get married in Sweden, I failed to get documentation in Sweden. For the 3 years I stayed in Sweden, everything failed. So it was very hard. And it's very hard to live in Europe without documentation. It's very hard. So I'd failed. But remember, I'd already got a soft landing. I'd already got my woman, and I was very lucky. I'm very blessed. Actually, I should say I'm very blessed. But I thank God because I'm very patient. When you're patient in life, you get the good things. They say good things come to those who wait. Good things come to patient people. You're not getting beautiful things in life if you're not patient.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Good things come to those who wait. Wow. What can I say? Today was mind-blowing. Everything, every episode we touch, we are just getting deep and deep. This story is very inspiring. This story is an insight to what we're supposed to look at. Many people are going through this same story. Others may not have opportunity to tell that story like he's telling. It's a very good narrator of a story, and I'm looking forward for the next episode how things went. But thank you for coming with us to the end of this episode. Let's give thanks to Connect Up mobile application. Find Connect Up mobile application on your Google Play Store or on the App Store. Please, let's share love, and we'll meet again in the next episode. One love. Street Mike, the best mic.